Dear students, let's welcome the dignitaries. Please rise up.
Good morning to our esteemed guests and dignitaries and my dear fellow students. It is an absolute honor and privilege to welcome you all to the special occasion of Engineers Day celebration with the theme Vision 2024, Engineering Innovations, Sustainability and Career Horizons. Let us rise as we honor our motherland with the rendition of the Tamil Thai Valthu. Now, to officially mark the beginning of this momentous event, let us come together in pride as we present the KPR anthem that embodies the spirit, values, and vision of our KPR group, inspiring us to strive for excellence in every endeavor.
சிறகை விரிக்கும் கோவையின் பறவை நாம், தரமே எங்கள் தாரகமே. கரிசல் பூமியில் கானம் பாடிடும் கதிர்களின் உலகே, பருத்தியின் விளைவை துகிலாய் மாற்றிடும் எங்கள் கரம். ஆலைகள் வளருதுங்க, மனதில் அன்பும் பெருகுதுங்க, கல்வியின் பெருமையிலும் எங்கள் நிறுவனம் அரும்புது. ஒன்றாக பண்பாடுவோம், வெற்றியை ஒன்றாக கொண்டாடுவோம். ஒன்றாக பண்பாடுவோம், வெற்றியை ஒன்றாக கொண்டாடுவோம். புகழை வரவேற்போம், சோலை பூக்களை ஆலை பாக்களை முளைத்தே சரம் இருப்போம்.
Thank you all. On deck, we have a special presentation, a video tribute dedicated to Engineers Day. Let this video remind us of the incredible innovations and unwavering dedication that engineers contribute to shaping the world we live in today.
Engineers are the architects of progress, the ones who turn probabilities into possibilities. They build the infrastructure that sustains us, power the machines that drive industries, and bring light and energy into our homes and cities. Engineers connect the world, enabling communication across distances and creating the technology that keeps us in touch. They automate systems, develop smarter solutions, and ensure that industries run efficiently and safely. Engineers in healthcare push the boundaries of what's possible, creating devices and technologies that save lives. They harness the power of data, transform information into innovation, and lead the development of intelligent systems that are changing the way we live. Whether designing our digital world or protecting our information, engineers are at the forefront of every technological advance. Today, we honor the engineers who built our world and remember Sir M. Visvesvaraya, a legendary who inspires generations. KPR Institute of Engineering and Technology salutes engineers for engineering the world continuously and consistently.
Thank you, engineers. We wish you all a very happy Engineers Day. We now request the dignitaries and the rapporteurs to embrace their seats on dais. To formally set the stage to launch this exciting conclave, I now invite Mr. Abhinash Nandas of third year BME to lay the groundwork for today's inspiring journey of innovation and knowledge.
My pleasant greetings to everyone. I'm Abhinash Das from third year BME, and on behalf of KPR Institute of Engineering and Technology, I'm gratified to welcome you all to this Engineers Day Conclave 2024. For today's conclave, we have gathered under the theme of Vision 2024, Engineering Innovations, Sustainability, and Career Horizons. As rightfully stated by Robert A. Heinlein, one man's magic is another man's engineering. I believe this statement to have great relevance as it is us who drive innovation. It is us who solve the toughest of problems, and in fact, it is us who build the world. No matter who we are or where we come from, we all have one thing in common, that is our shared glory as the creators. Engineers Day in India marks the birth anniversary of Sir Visvesvaraya, who is considered the pioneer and one of the prominent faces in engineering. Commemorating this very fact, we celebrate Engineers Day every year on 15th of September. Today's conclave embodies this very essence of Sir Visvesvaraya and our shared glory as engineers. So on this momentous occasion, we have the privilege of hosting the eminent individuals in the field of engineering who will be sharing their expertise with us today. We have renowned people from all over the country. Ms. Raja Lakshmi Srinivasan from Zoho Corporation Private Limited, Mr. Praveen Kumar from ABB Global Industries and Services Limited, Mr. Manika Vasagam SK and Mr. Prabhakar A from Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited. Our speakers will be delving into the themes such as emerging technologies, sustainability and engineering, and career opportunities. We anticipate today's event to be all about learning, unlearning, and relearning the various facets of engineering. So ladies and gentlemen, let's once again rejoice our existence as engineers, and let's make today's conclave a touchstone for our future innovation. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Abhinash, for setting the tone for today's inspiring journey of innovation and knowledge. Up next, I invite Ms. Deepthi of second year CAC to take us through the exceptional profile of Ms. Rajalakshmi Srinivasan from Zogo Corporation Private Limited.
Empowered women empower women. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the maestro of innovation, the conductor of creativity, the director of imagination, from the house of Zoho, where technology meets art. Please welcome the one who brings products to heart, Ms. Rajalakshmi Srinivasan, the Director of Product Management, takes the stage with a vision to empower and a passion to engage. With every product, a story unfolds of innovation, of excellence, of a future to be told. The Maven focuses on enhancing product features, streamlining user experiences, and spearheading initiatives that drive growth and customer satisfaction. Experience is the canvas on which wisdom paints its masterpiece. 24+ years of working with software product development, she has gained extensive experience ranging from database scaling and network monitoring to application performance tracking and end-user experience management. She currently leads a team that works on robotic process automation product at Zoho Corporation. Let's move on to her personal saga. She is a fitness freak. When she's not working, you can spot her running marathons, participating in cleanup drives, and traveling places along with her 3 little ones. Today, she will share valuable insights on product management, drawing from their extensive experience and success at Zoho. Make way for the guest of honor, Ms. Rajalakshmi Srinivasan, whose words will weave a spell of wonder. As engineering graduates, we are looking forward to quench our thirst of knowledge by learning from your experience. The stage is all yours. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much for that warm introduction. Respected dignitaries on the stage, my dear students and staff members, I'm not sure if there are parents in the group, but very good morning to one and all present here. First and foremost, I should say, I'm actually pleasantly surprised to see the program is running ahead of schedule. Okay, usually I've been to a lot of events, so it generally takes some time to get started. But that's one thing that I was checking while the agenda was there. We are actually running ahead of schedule, which is very important in time management. This is called time management, and I would love to give a round of applause to the management, students, organizers who have made this happen. See, this is something, this might look very trivial for you. I didn't even get into what I wanted to talk here, but I thought I wanted to acknowledge this because this is something that's crucial you have to learn during your college days. A lot of us take for granted, particularly the time that we have in our hands, okay? And we call it as Indian Standard Time. Okay, if you have to go to a place, because that is how we have all grown up in our community, in our society. And by the way, you're all comfortable in English or Tamil pesanuma? English, because generally I would keep it so that it reaches the audience. I came to know that a lot of international students are also here, then it will be very difficult for them to follow if I change to Tamil. So I'll keep it in English itself. Okay. So we were talking about time management. So this is something important people miss. As you graduate, as you enter an organization, this is very crucial. All of us, if you see, the 24 hours that we have, it's the same time, irrespective of whoever you are, whatever you do, whatever position you are in, that's the same amount of time we have. We cannot carry forward the time from the previous day, or we cannot save something for the next day. So this is something that we have to plan, and we have to respect others' time also in that matter. When you have a meeting in a corporate environment or wherever you go, make sure you respect your time and you respect others' time as well. Okay? So with that note, maybe that's an important note that I wanted to start this session on. All right. I think I have 15 to 20 minutes to talk, and then there are some questions that I need to answer. 15 minutes is actually a short time for me to give any message, generally, because with students I make it as very interactive. I get questions, I ask them a lot of questions, but maybe now at least one or two from the audience. I hear that you're all from second year, third year students, right? So most of you, after finishing your fourth year, can you just tell me what you want to do after finishing your fourth year of college? Some chorus answers. It'll be very monotonous. See, three of us are going to talk here for 15-20 minutes, and then followed by a 15-20 minutes of Q&A. We are going to be here for the next 2 to 2.5 hours. It's going to be challenging. Okay, just tell me what you want to do after finishing your 4 years of college. Something that you have in mind. Break. Huh? Placement. Okay. Placement. Placement is one option or one answer. Everyone will have some dreams. You must definitely be having. See, I bring this here because I ask this question wherever I go to students, and this generation is definitely smarter than what we were. And I think that goes on with every generation. During my days, I used to say our parents did not know much things. Now my children says that I don't know many of the things that they are doing. I mean, I have college-going children, so you're all more like my children. So I can understand that pulse. So that is how every generation will be, and every child is unique, and every child has some aspirations to do. So placement is one thing. What else do you want to do? Have you ever thought what you want to do? Just be louder. I'm talking in the mic. It's a closed room. You can just be loud and I'll be able to repeat it. Sorry? Higher studies, abroad for higher studies. Okay, very good. Startup, yeah. There is an entrepreneur already in the room here. Okay. Research. Now, when somebody gives an answer, everybody is curious as to, yarra and the answer solradhu. Who's that who's answering? Who's that who's giving those answers? Okay. That is generally how, I mean, a lot of us, even when we know the answers, we will not come forward and say. That's the inhibition that many of us have, because that's how we have all been brought up. Culturally, conditionally, we have all been brought up in such a way, if you say something, and if you say something wrong, that's all, you're done for your life. People will make fun of you like anything, right? That's what I've also gone through. I know people also go through that. But if there is one thing that you have to take it from me, just shed this inhibition. Right or wrong, when you know an answer, be open about it. Talk. You have to communicate. You have to talk out your answer. It could be wrong, okay? If it is wrong, accept it and try to learn what is a mistake. At least you are attempting while others are not doing. Okay, so that is the mindset that you need to develop. Okay, so maybe you can respond to me by show of hands. How many of you want to do higher studies? If not abroad, you can do it also within India, but higher studies, show of hands. Yeah, few hands. How many of you want to start your career, placement? Many people, 70%, 75%, okay? How many of you want to do startup? We have an entrepreneur already here. Yeah, few hands. Hands down. So this is the trend that I see wherever I go. This is how it is. Some people want to do higher studies. Maybe 70% want to start their career. 10-15% want to do their startup. Okay. There will definitely be, even in this room, some 10 to 15% who have not raised their hands for all these three. Okay. Maybe thinking what you want to do. Fine. You are in your second year, third year. You can think. You have time to think. But keep in mind, one of these is the option, okay? you don't have an option of sitting idle at home after finishing your studies. Because a lot of, some students who I've interacted with, they don't take things serious, and because people get everything, they get more than what they want, they don't understand the reality, and they don't, some of them. So I just want to make sure, don't get into that loop. Make sure you do one of this, okay? And during the introduction, somebody beautifully said there is a lot to learn. We are Engineers Day. We have to learn. So I'm here to talk about some 3 aspects of that learning. That's all I can do in 10 minutes, okay? So 3 aspects of learning, and this is not something new that I'm talking. Most of it already you all know these things. Maybe the examples that I give will be from my own experience, and that could maybe kindle a spark in some of you as to how you have to take things forward, okay? Learning. Many people think that, at least for those who are going to go for placement, okay, they think that, okay, after I finish my studies, 4 years in college, if I'm done, that's all, I'm done with my studies. I'm going to go start my career. I need not do any further learning. No, that's not the case. If you have such a thought, just remove that thought from your mind. Learning is a continuous process, okay? And we are all, you, me, everyone in this room, we are all lifelong learners. If you are able to internalize this and make sure you develop this as a habit, then any change comes, whatever change comes, you will be able to sustain. Because this technology world, I'm from the IT industry, I've been here in the same company for 25 years. The programming languages or the technology that I worked on during my early days is not there anymore. Why talk about 20 years, 25 years? 5 years ago, the technology, whatever we used, is obsolete now. It is growing at a fast pace where first year, whatever you study, by the time you finish your 4th year, it could be obsolete. So that is the technology world we are living in. So if you see that, okay, when you go to a office environment and you get some problems to be solved, you cannot say that, no, I haven't studied this in college. I don't know how to do. Things will be changing. Only if you have that habit of doing continuous learning and you have that continuous learning mindset, you will be able to accept any challenge and you will be able to move forward in your career. So the continuous learning mindset is important. I'll give you a tip for this continuous learning mindset. Okay. Do you all know, or have you ever heard of something called as Kaizen formula? Just raise your hands if you know. Ma'am, na ungla kekla. Students. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'll tell you. Yeah. Some of you have learned or heard about this. It's called 1% formula. Now, can you recollect it? Somewhere you learned or you've heard from people? Even if it is, I'll tell you again what it is. It's a proven technology in Japanese manufacturing industries where you make improvement. Every day you make 1% improvement to what you were doing the previous day. Over a period of 365 days, in 1 year, you will be able to see 37% improvement. Okay, so this is called as 1% formula, and it's a proven in manufacturing industries, they use it. I'm bringing this here for you to apply in anything that you learn. Learning need not be just doing your college studies and books. It could be anything that you learn, a skill, anything that you want to pick up. Programming languages change. A lot of us, what we want to do is, whatever we want to do, we want immediate results. I think that is to do with the generation also. I've seen that with my children also. My son is only in 9th grade. I often call him, he says, I want it now. I want to see immediately whatever we do. That's the generation change that we see. But a lot of things are, in the long run, it will take time. Certain things, if it will take time, it will take time. You should have that patience, and you must be willing to work on it every day. A lot of us will give it up after the first day or 1 week or 1 month, whatever we do. It could be learning a musical instrument, or it could be learning a programming language, or it could be to do with a sport. It could be anything. Everything comes under learning. It is only continuous process. And in this continuous process, the other important factor to keep in mind is you need to compare it with yourself. That's the other mistake most of us does. Whenever we want to do something, we will not look at how we are progressing. We will only look at how others around us are progressing. Okay, that's not the case. You have to look at, compared to yesterday of what you are doing, today, are you making 1% improvement? It could be a small change. Keep doing that. You will never know how far you have reached in your career or in your life if you have these habits. So these are small changes which you need to bring in your lifestyle that will have an impact, significant impact in the long run. So with respect to learning, keep in mind the continuous learning mindset is important. Okay. The second with respect to learning that I wanted to say is a practical way of learning. I'm sure most of you are doing, but I have seen in many places, yet that's why I'm bringing this here. How many computer science students here? Okay. What programming languages do you know? Java, Python, C, C++. Okay. So, JavaScript. What is the operating system you use in your lab? Windows. Mac. Okay. In your college or at home? Both. Mac. Any Linux users in the room? Okay, good. I would say if you are using Windows, change to Linux. Windows will make it very user interface friendly. You will not know the actual debugging issues in it. Okay. I'm bringing this here because most of the time when we go for placement, even within Linux, there are different OS versions. People will be very comfortable with Ubuntu. I give them a different OS. They will not know how to debug it. Because you get accustomed to certain things, and still I know a lot of students, once the program is given, they sit and write the entire program in a paper and then go and type it in the computer. Please don't do that. Start the programming in the system itself. There can be syntax errors, there can be logic errors. But then when you compile it, when you see a problem, you must be able to figure out why this is happening, why it is not working, and then go fix it. That is what is important. Lot of people, once they start writing it in paper and copying it, even if they miss a small semicolon, they are not able to identify mistakes. Keep in mind, whatever program you do in college labs will not be applicable in your actual work environment. The problem you're going to face there is going to be totally different. The coding that you're going to do there will be totally different. So you will come and struggle there. So the practical way of learning is do it on the go, do it in the field. And when you face a problem, identify where you made mistakes and try to correct it. Try to learn. There are a lot of, syntax you need not by heart at all. Syntax will vary from language to language. Tomorrow some other language could come, but the logic is what is important. Be strong in that. The problem solving. See, today, Engineers Day, if there is one message that I need to say, engineers are people who can solve problems. That's all. You take it in civil engineering, mechanical, computer, whatever you take, engineers are problem solvers. So be strong in solving problems. Even if you don't come up with the answer, that is fine. But if you are able to attempt to solve a problem, you will one day or the other figure out how to do it. So that is what is called practical way of learning. Okay, don't just go with the books. There could be scenarios where in your labs, they'll give you a list of programs to do. I don't know how the system works now, but go out of the way, try to solve any and every problem around you. Try to code it, try to write a program for it, try to build an app for it. Be curious to know how to solve those things, solve any problem. So that's the practical way of learning. That's the second one. Third one, I'll just finish with this, and then I'll take questions. With respect to learning, the third one is, I talked about continuous learning, and then we talked about practical learning. The third important one is self-learning. The college or the school or the home environment cannot spoon feed you as to what is the solution, because the problem will change. There was the series, video series called Did You Know series. I saw that maybe 10 years ago. And there is a last 3 sentences in that series which was applicable 10 years ago, and I think it is applicable even today. I'll just tell what those lines are. We are currently preparing students for jobs that don't yet exist, using technologies that haven't been invented at all. In order to solve problems, we don't even know our problems yet. We don't know the problem, then how can we tell the solution? So in such a situation, if you develop the habit of self-learning and being curious to know what is happening, how to solve this problem, only that will come. That's a discipline. It's not easy. But if you develop that self-disciplinary learning habit, it will take you in your career in a long way. Okay? We can keep talking about it for long. Let me close with this. I've already taken enough time. So the three things that are important for you to keep in mind is, if you have this continuous learning mindset and practical learning attitude approach and self-learning discipline, you will be able to solve any problem that comes your way, and that problem-solving capability is what will make you a good engineer. Okay? Happy Engineers Day for you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing incredible information in your personal journey with us. Your reflection on this topic were really incredible. Ma'am, as you mentioned about our plan for 4 years of engineering, can you please tell us, like, if you get chance to get back to the time, so what would you choose to do and why?
To a group of audience. Yeah, let me know. What was your question? Can you repeat it?
Ma'am, as you mentioned, our plan after 4 years of engineering.
Okay.
Can you please tell us, like, if you get
If I get a chance to go back, what will I do? Okay, if I get a chance, I finished engineering in 1999, which is 25 years ago. Okay, and recently we just celebrated our 25th, get together also. In my college, I finished it in College of Engineering, Gindi. I did BE Computer Science. And I think one of the alumni, in a last 2 weeks back, they asked the exact question: if you get a chance to go back, what will you do? Okay. College, I said, I need the same set of students. I need the same set of classmates for me to go and study that again. But if I ask about the stream, I did computer science. Basically, I'm interested in mathematics, problem solving from childhood. My interest in mathematics and problem solving is what led me to take computer science as a stream, and I think I will still continue to do the same. I will not change.
Thank you, ma'am. What are your suggestions for the today engineers to prepare for the technology which are already not exist, as you mentioned?
Yeah, so as I mentioned, the technologies keep changing, and it is changing at very fast pace. So the three things that I talked about, it's to do with the individuals only. Maybe these others, we can all provide an environment and a support system, but it is up to you to take it up, and your willingness to accept any challenge that is put in front of you. Okay, you will be able to do that only if you are strong in your concepts. Okay, the strength of concepts that you have, basic concepts and whatever you study, because I've taken a lot of interviews. Before every interview, I spend 10 to 15 minutes looking at the resume. What are the technologies they have given? Oh, these are all something new, I don't know. And I have to prepare for it to sit in an interview, as an interviewer. But the effort that I do, some of the students don't do. The next question that I ask them from that concept, they are not able to answer. That is because a lot of resumes have become templated now. You just copy template and give area of interest, so and so and so. If you are really interested in something, you should be strong in your concepts. The next question to you in an interview will come only based on your first answer. So keep asking that question yourself. Don't expect somebody else to ask that question. We are all grown-up individuals, grown-up adults. So keep that questioning mindset, keep asking why this is happening, how this is happening, then you will go deeper into it and you will get strong in your concepts. So being strong in your concepts will give you the confidence to communicate. If you're not strong, you will not be confident. If you're not confident, already many people will lack communication, and if the confidence is low, you will never be able to communicate. So all these are interrelated. Okay? So that's something that I would say.
That's a really great answer, ma'am. Ma'am, AI and machine learning are reshaping the industry worldwide. How would you see the role of software engineer evolving this technology in the next 5 to 10 years?
AI and machine learning has been there for many, many years. Maybe as a technology, lot of things, it's a cycle, okay. The technological terminologies will come every now and then. But if you could think of, even at least in software engineering, we have been trying our best. See, any product, any software, or any other domain also, product, if you say, it is all for customers. We build products for customers. So every industry, be it manufacturing or IT or whatever industry you take, there will be customers, end users who are called customers. And every industry has to work towards making the life of customers easy. How can we make it easy for them? So we are in IT, we will try to bring in a lot of automation. Can we give some, without customers sitting and doing things, can we automate it? Can we give them some suggestions? These were some things which we have been doing for ages. Just that we don't name it as AI and machine learning. That's what I would say. Okay. So technology-wise, a lot of things will change. Today, the infrastructure is easily available in the cloud for it to be taken, picked up, and pick up and do. So the technology, whatever changes that happens, the job profiles will be there. There are a lot of studies. There is a Gartner study that says AI is going to only introduce more jobs than the jobs it is going to take away. It's only the repetitive jobs that can be replaced. But you need a lot of job profiles. There are a lot of job profiles, and you need a lot of people to sit and train the AI systems and AI models, for which you should be equipped, you should be skilled, you should be knowledgeable in that particular domain. So there is not going to be dearth of employment opportunities. It's just how quickly you are able to adapt to it. And there is always this saying, I'm sure most of you will know, it's not AI who's going to replace the job. It's another human being with the AI knowledge who's going to replace your job. So you decide where you want to be.
Thank you, ma'am. Last question. In your journey as an engineer, what has been the most important lesson you believe every young engineer should learn earlier in their career?
Every engineer should learn earlier in their career? Yeah. Okay. Every engineer should learn. This open mindset is what I would say. Okay. Open mindset to learn, not see. As you grow in your career, this is something people will miss. All of us would be okay to learn from our teachers, from our professors, sometimes even from our parents, sometimes even from our peers, okay? But as we grow in the organization, as I said, the next generation is going to be smarter than you. You should be open enough to learn from them as well. Not just from your peers, you should have an open mind to learn from your subordinates too. Don't attach ego to it and say that, no, I am the manager, I will not learn from, my team members know better than me. I sit and learn with them. Only if you have that open-minded learning attitude, it is to do with the attitude of the individual. In the long run, you will be able to have better progress. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am, for giving us a piece of your knowledge and a glimpse into the 3 ways of learning. We would also like to thank Mr. Tabraj of third year CSC for summarizing the discussion. Proceeding ahead, it is my pleasure in welcoming Ms. Aditi Suresh of second year CSC to present us with the life journey of our distinguished guest, Mr. Praveen Kumar from ABB Global Industries and Services Limited.
Imagine a journey that began with a spark of curiosity and has evolved into a beacon of innovation and leadership. This is the story of Mr. Praveen Kumar, a distinguished trailblazer in the realms of engineering and strategic management. Our narrative begins at ABB, where Mr. Praveen now helms the India Operations Center, guiding a vibrant team of over 1,600 engineers. Picture him as the captain of a grand vessel, navigating through the vast seas of global engineering projects. His mission? To chart a course towards sustainable growth and to cultivate the skills that will steer the industry into the future. Before anchoring at ABB, Mr. Praveen's path crossed with Honeywell, where he carved out an incredible legacy. As the strategic managing leader, he skillfully orchestrated growth in emerging markets, weaving together marketing strategies that ignited new opportunities. His role as an engineering manager was marked by a relentless pursuit of excellence as he led a software product development projects with precision and insight. But this story doesn't stop here. Mr. Praveen's saga includes pivotal chapters at ABB, where he wore many hats. As operations manager, he was a master builder of engineering teams, crafting their growth and refining resource planning. In the bustling landscapes of Singapore, as a design and engineering consulting manager, he took on the role of a guide and a mentor, offering technical support and consulting to the South Asia energy market. His influence extended further as a key account manager for ABB's power and water business in South Asia, where he navigated the complexities of business development with finesse. With a journey that spans across continents and industries, Mr. Pravin Kumar continues to illuminate the global engineering and energy landscape. His story is an example of vision, leadership, and unwavering dedication. With everything in place and anticipation in the air, we are ready for the next segment. Sir, we kindly invite you to share valuable insights on the Vision 2024. We'd also love to hear a bit about your personal experience and stories that have influenced your perspective.
Good morning. Hope you can hear me. Good morning, all. Happy to be here in front of exciting young engineers. I feel very excited when I meet up young engineers because I go 25 years back, so that's how I feel. And I thank KPR management for giving this opportunity to be in midst of you. It's a very interesting day, I would say. Proud to be an engineer. I've always been talking about this. You'll have to be proud to be an engineer because that's what you are basically, and you create a lot of value for the society. And aptly so, I'm happy to be here on the day of Engineers Day where you are celebrating. In ABB, we do celebrate Engineers Day every year to mark respect for Sir Visvesvaraya, who's the founding father for engineering, if you call it, in India. So what we do basically is that we showcase, invite engineers to showcase innovations, achievements in terms of intellectual properties, good products, new products, and all that. So it's an exchange of information. It's exchange of showing what engineers are all about, bit of ingenuity, you may call it. So that's how we celebrate. So I was happy when I got an invite that institutes celebrate Engineers Day, and I just wanted to be just part of it. So that's how it happened. So then thanks for the invite as well. The second part, I think probably I thought it's very apt if I don't start and talk about Sir M. Visvesvaraya in this particular moment, because I take few minutes to talk about him. Some of you must be knowing a lot about him, but then there are a few things which I think which is notable to mention. He has designed and overseen Asia's biggest water reservoir at that point in time. So if you really look at it from 100 years back or 150 years or 100 years in that sense, it's a huge monument from an engineering point of view. So that's something is commendable, and that's what was the ingenuity and the expertise of Sir Visvesvaraya was. Born in a small town, outskirts of today's modern Bangalore. That achievement is a very, very inspirational achievement, I would call it. He's also designed and patented, I don't know how many of you know, automated floodgate system today, which exists. In fact, the country's water management systems are running on those automated floodgate system. So his contribution to the society has been very immense, and I think we should really thank and we should lucky to be part of this particular generation or the country. Rightly so, Government of India awarded him with Bharat Ratna for his contribution to society and his endeavor. And I was also surprisingly reading his biography, a little bit of documentaries. He lived more than 100 years. I don't know how many of you knew. He lived more than 100 years. In fact, 102 years to be precise. Until his last day, he was very active. He was very active physically and mentally. And that's something a very amazing thing to look at. And one of the information I learned, which is interesting, is that at the age of 90, he was invited to design a dam in Bihar across Ganges, and he did volunteer to come in a wheelchair, inspect the location, decide the locations, and design that bridge. And that bridge still runs, of course, and there are a lot of innovations have happened on the top. So what I'm trying to learn from Dr. Visvesvaraya is the dedication. Because the commitment to the work and commitment to what we do and commitment to engineering is what you learn from such great people. So I thought it was important that you carry forward this message that that is what is required as engineers, because we will change lives. And whether how much you appreciate, you don't know, but then we change lives of humanity. So we take things forward. And that's something we should look at it. One famous part he keeps mentioning, and that's also very quoted, is that it's better to live out than rust out. And that's what ma'am talked about what do you do after 4 years. And if you don't put things to use, what you have learned, I think we are making a huge disservice to our own resources and our own country. So I'm sure that you will carry forward what you have learned and put it to best use. Now coming back to the event title, little bit, 3 parts of it I see. One is about innovation, the second part is about sustainability, third part is career. Quite an amazing topic, I would say. All needs an attention. Probably each topic could need maybe in half an hour, 45 minutes to do a download. But then I will try to make it a bit more simple, concise, and focus on few tenets of this topic. First, let's start with innovation. What's innovation all about? For me, anything that can help you make progress for humanity is innovation. There's nothing small, nothing large. Everything what you do to make progress is innovation. And today, the humankind has made so much progress, and thanks to the engineers. And we should be all proud of being engineers, and we have huge contribution in humanity movement, I perceive. So one thing when you say innovation, I think people always talk about disruptive innovation, game-changing, disruptive. It's nice because there's a lot of fanfare about disruptive innovation. But I also learned recently, when I went through Harvard Business, interesting perspective. I thought this was something important for you to know what's that is. So disruptive innovation generally means that a product or a solution or a technology gets shelved or disrupted by another new set of ideas or technology and all that. But it is also important that it need not be always disruptive. So that means there is always possibility that, so disruptive means what? It's a win-lose type of a game. One wins, the other loses. But the innovation can also be non-disruptive, and that's what this whole article was all about. And I thought it is interesting, and it would be good to share with young engineers like you, which you can get a perspective. Let's say there are 2 ways you can do this innovation. The first one is that there are needs which exist but has never been solved for whatever reasons. And many times we take it for granted. Yeah, this is what it is. And in Hindi you say, no, aise hi chalta hai, aise hi hota hai. You take it for granted, right? And also in Tamil and in various languages, you have that attitude that this is what it is. What do I do? I can't do anything about it. We just leave and move on. But there are innovators who believe that there's nothing like you can't solve it, exactly like problem-solving thing. Maybe an example for you to connect to the dot is, let's look at a company called No One Impossible Labs, basically. Or Nobody Impossible, something of that company. So what's it all about? So what they said was, deaf people can't experience music. This is a fact. So people said, this is a fact, this is given, so what should we do about it? But this companies and people, innovators like that, they said, no, this is not a fact. I want to change this. How can you change this? That's what innovations comes in, that's what engineers comes in. So at the end of it, technically if you look at it, how do we experience music? It's our eardrums which has vibrations. The vibrations are transmitted to brain, and then the brain converts into experience of a music. So what did this organization do? They said, no, instead of eardrums, let's transmit the vibrations to the skins, get it to the brain, do a mapping, and help them experience music. And it just happened. So the deaf people can experience music through sensors, through the skins, that can go to the brain and they experience music. I mean, if you imagine this particular story, I think it's not disrupting anything, because these people were challenged and they did not have that opportunity to experience music which the rest of the population was able to experience. That's how innovation happens. This is not disruptive, but still an innovation which serves mankind. Another example, you guys certainly know about Elon Musk. Many times we think about what kind of innovation, what kind of crazy ideas. Classic example is Neuralink. It is again an attempt to provide visually challenged people to have visual possibilities. A lot of experiments, a lot of opportunities, a lot of things are going on. I'm sure that there will be a successful results of that. The recent implant has happened. The third one, if you look at it, rocket launching, right? Everybody thought a rocket, once you launch, it's done. So nobody thought, why can't we reuse the rocket? I mean, this was an innovative idea if you really look at it. This was not disrupting the existing rocket market. It's just that innovating, saying that why can't we bring that rocket back or reuse them, because it saves a lot of resources and cost. And that's how the reusable rocket was launched. And last week I was in an event in NASCOM. A 29-year-old Indian startup is leading a company. He's a CEO of a company which makes reusable rocket in India. Amazing talent, amazing story, and he's excited about his future. He's been in NASA. He's a NASA trained astronaut, but wanted to be back in India to take this venture, which is exciting. Second type of innovation, if you look at it, is the needs which doesn't exist. There are problems as we go along, and those problems need to be also solved as we go along. This is the second type of innovation. Again, that's not very disruptive in that nature. A classic case, maybe an example, a company in China, they were basically aquaculture company. They were farming. They had a large farm with water resources. They were making aqua farming, and that's their livelihood basically. So that's how they were making money. But the challenge what they faced was that the energy what they consume is very high, and that is also not renewable energy. So they had to find a solution. So they did not stop and then reconvert their land and anything like that. So what they innovated was solar equipments which can survive on our water and still coexist with the ecosystem what is available in that particular farm. In a sense, it is also helping the ecosystem, but means breeding can happen because the temperature below the water can come down because of the solar heating. So that's a win-win situation, and that's how this company thrived, and they innovated solar panels which can be floating on the water or in a way tied up on the water, which is what you see also in Gujarat, what we are also trying in a solar in a river or bed like that. Second example, what most of you guys will connect is e-sport, right? I mean, there is a gaming industry, there's a set of gamers, there is a set of technology. Now, e-sport is a new criteria, new areas, basically, without disrupting existing gamers, without disrupting anything else. Basically, they created a new segment. People were very enthusiastic to see what the best gamers do. So they created this particular e-sport, so that the best gamers go and participate in an event, and game enthusiasts can witness it. So this is what I think what I was trying to say is a win-win type of innovation, and that's exactly what we need to also be thinking about if you want to make progress in the society. It's never a zero-sum game. It's never a win-lose type of scenario. When you apply your mind in a creative way, there is a lot of win-win situations, and that's what these examples basically teach us. Moving on to the second topic, I think we talked about sustainability. It's a very large subject. It needs a lot of time, but then I would keep it very simple from a definition point of view. So what we in ABB define sustainability is about how do we enable low carbon society, how do you preserve resources, and how do we sustain or work and make a social progress for the ecosystems around us. This is how we broadly define sustainability, which is in line with UN social sustainability agenda what we took in. So that's the simplistic definition of what sustainability is all about. But it has a lot of repercussions for the industry as a whole. So I'll take a very simple example, maybe some stats for you to look at. You have this 2050 net zero emission as a goal, which is what the whole world is aiming for, so that you have a neutrality, so that we don't impact our planet. That needs huge investments and huge effort to really get there. Now, how do you get there? The various studies have shown that you don't have to do enormous amount of work, but there is work to be done. 25% of that particular thing can come from renewable resources. That means the whole changes can come from renewable resources. 25% can just be optimizing your usage of energy today, what we are doing. So you don't have to do so much, but then you just innovate on those areas. 20% roughly comes from electrifying what you are already doing it through other sources of energy. So in roughly 70% is what comes through those sources, and then 30% is where you do a lot of new innovation, new type of technology, new type of resources, what comes into the industry, which will get you that new net zero emission type of a thing. And that means basically a massive investment in this industry. Roughly we're talking about 3 to 4 trillion per year of investment globally happening in this particular industry. So I don't know how much you are able to digest this number. It's a huge number if you really look at it. 4 trillion per year, the next 20, 30 years is a big deal. And that basically means huge potential for engineers to electrify, to automate, to also bring in sustainability practices, what's required basically. So that's the potential what we can look at from a sustainability point of view. So there's a big activity. So I would suggest that you spend some time as young engineers to understand what is sustainability all about, what kind of opportunities it creates. I'm happy to share some examples as we go along. The last part, I thought I will share some my own career experiences so that it gives you some ideas about what can you be doing in your own career. So I did my graduation in instrumentation from BITS Pilani, started in '94 in the college. I don't know for sure whether I wanted to do instrumentation when I started, so I was very naive, so I didn't have the kind of technology or the information you guys have today. Coming from a tier 2, tier 3 city in Madurai, I didn't know what the whole world is. Managed to land up in Pilani, which is one of the top-notch colleges and continues to be top-notch college today as well. So I did take up instrumentation for whatever reasons. One, the first year I started realizing that this is what my destiny is all about. Then I've chosen instrumentation, whether it is fate or choice, whatever you may call it. But I would not move away from the core industry. So I don't know what happened, but that I just decided that basically. So the whole world was moving to IT, 2000s, 99, 2000s, you know, everybody moved into IT. Whole batch actually was into IT. I was the only one who joined the core industry, 1 or 2 basically, but then the second person also moved out of the industry after 5 years, getting bored or whatever reasons. So the set of people who are going to higher studies for US, the set of people who are joining industry, but I chose to be in the core industry. What I chose, I thought it was what I want to do. So started slogging into industries, starting commissioning in a plants, in a shifts, coming from bids. People used to ask me, what are you doing basically? So people used to comment, yeah, you studied in BITS Pilani, you are into site, doing commissioning activity, doing termination of cables, supervising this, what kind of job you are into? I used to get demotivated because I didn't know what people were talking about, but I just pursued. I just said, no, this is what I want to do. I am an engineer, I just have to slog in the field, I need to be there. So it just continued, that motivation continued. So when my friends in the other industry used to say, I have weekend fund, you have parties here, do this, do that, lot of distractions, but I never gave up and said, this is what it is. But then over several years after being in the core industry, I think I realized that there is a lot of value, and this is what the country needs, and this is what the industry needs. So, and that's how I continued my journey in the core industry, and today where I moved into multiple roles, but then the fundamental remains that I still am grounded as an engineer. So some of your guys who have joined as interns, I think I keep interacting with the interns. So I just go to the level of engineers. I still want to talk engineering, not that I just do management jargon and then leave it there. So I just want to be still an engineer. So that's how a bit of inspiration probably you could take. So the core industries, whatever you feel. Now I'm not saying this or that, but stick to what you are doing and be firm on what you have chosen. And that's what I think you need to look at. And that will get you, and that perseverance and the motivation, if it is there, that will get you wherever you want to be. So that's the message what I can pass on to you. So with that, I stop here. Maybe I can take questions as if you have some questions there. Thanks a lot for the opportunity.
So, hi, good morning, sir. So, thank you for so much insights, and we are happy to know that even you at ABB celebrate the Engineers Day by promoting IP filings and other expos, and also being a very sustainable, responsible company. So, my first question from your insight is, like, in your experience, what are the key skills or area of knowledge that engineering graduates often lack, and when they enter the field of industrial automation, how they can bridge these gaps?
I think one fundamental thing is that learn your basics very well, because that is what is the core. See, the technologies and things can be adapted, but then if your fundamentals are not strong, I think it's very difficult for you to go long way. When I say fundamentals, for example, basics of instrumentations, what's the measurement principle, how the measurement done, what is the physics of it, what's the depth of that particular areas what you are looking at from measurement. Look at control system. Maybe control system is a very dry subject, I would acknowledge, because it's very complicated sometimes. You get into a lot of mathematics, Laplace transform, stability. But then I believe that we can make control system exciting and interesting. So, I mean, I've been also telling my teams that control system is a very, very interesting domain by itself. But the more you have a depth of particular subject, then it makes your journey in the control system or automation world much more simpler and all that. But I wouldn't scare you saying that if you don't know Laplace, you can't get a job. No, I'm not saying that basically. So you just be very good at what you learn, have fundamentals clarified, and then the industry is ready to help you in training and grooming you to what we need to do. So that's what we do. But then make sure your fundamentals are understood very well. Go back to your basics and keep that basics very, very detailed. So don't stay at surface level, because surface level knowledge will not get you anywhere. That's what I can say.
Thank you, sir. So I think the students they'll focus on their fundamental knowledges and improve it. So my second question is, like you mentioned about the low carbon footprints in ABB. So on focusing sustainability. So what are the future plans in ABB where they are going to like focus on the sustainable goals, and how they are going to like automate that process?
Okay, as I talked about during the speech, right, it's a $4 trillion per year market. So that means it's a huge market in that sense. Now, as ABB, we are into electrification and automation. So that means the big part of the sustainability will happen with these technologies predominantly. So simple examples, we put up renewable plants. You will see wind plants, you would see solar, you would see battery supported, you would see offshore winds, you see hydrogen. All forms of energy and technology we deal with in terms of electrifying and in terms of controlling as well. That's a huge opportunity we are working on. It's a very big market, and we are global in that particular space. Second is that the big part of the pollution today is about the current industry is polluting bit more. For example, cement industry or a steel industry or any other industry for that matter. So we also trying to electrify some of these equipments. Today it's running through a boiler steam, which is coming from a coal-fired thing. So we're trying to electrify the whole source of energy. So once you electrify, your carbon emission comes down. So that's basically going to make that big difference. So we are into that space. We also do a lot of digitization of this whole stuff. Now, for example, when you look at renewable energy, when you have large part of renewable energy integrated into the stable grid, so it creates a lot of stability challenges. And that's a very, very technology-involved challenges, and that's what we deal with. We do a lot of power system studies. We do a lot of simulation studies to integrate a grid and make the grid stable, because that's one of the challenges the world is facing today. I don't know how many of you know, Germany adapted renewable integration maybe 10 years back, and they started facing their own challenges. A stable plant going out, and then you have renewable which has stability challenges, because wind will be as long as the wind is there, or solar is not going to be available in the night. So how do you make sure that your energy is stable so that the disruption doesn't happen in the industry? So that's the area we deal with. So broadly, these three areas what we deal with.
Sure, sir. Thank you for your insights, and thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for bestowing upon us your valuable experiences. And we would like to appreciate Mr. Akhilesh for his contribution in capturing the essence of the deliberation. Moving ahead, I call upon Ms. Danya Sri of 2nd CSCA to deliver the profiles of our profound speakers, Mr. Pravakar and Mr. Manika Vasagam of Bharat Petroleum Corporation Ltd.
Good morning to one and all present here. Today, we have the pleasure of welcoming two extraordinary professionals who have spent decades shaping the very foundation of the LPG industry. Allow me to introduce Mr. A. Prabhakar, Territory Manager LPG at Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited, Madurai. A veteran with over 2 decades of experience, Mr. Prabhakar's expertise spans LPG operations, sales, and quality control. His mechanical engineering background has been his guiding star, helping him develop systems and methods that ensure top-tier quality and customer satisfaction. He's worked closely with IOCL and HPCL, perfecting the LPG equipment procurement process, and is a steadfast promoter of safety, holding technical meets and training programs that make growth and safety go hand in hand. Alongside him, we have Mr. S.K. Manikavasagam, Project Manager at Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited, Madurai. With over 20 years of experience, Mr. Manikavasagam has not only mastered the technical aspects of LPG operations, but has transformed them. A mechanical engineer by qualification, he has been a key figure in automating lube oil processing and LPG bottling, making complex tasks look effortless. But beyond innovation, his passion for safety is evident. Through the countless training programs, he's made sure that handling bulk LPG is as safe as it is efficient. Together, these two leaders have not just managed operations, they redefined them, setting standards for efficiency, safety, and customer care in the LPG world. So please join me in giving a warm reception to Mr. A. Prabhakar and Mr. S.K. Manikavasagam. The stage is all yours, sir.
So good. Respected Principal Saravanan sir, and respected department HODs, and respected dignitaries who are on the dais, and my dear students, very good morning to all. Kekala. That's good. Okay, actually it is time to get break. Sorry to bother you all, no keeping in one place and holding it. As all the last bench students are all okay. Some connectivity issues there. As last bench students are all okay. So, okay. The problem with oil industry's person, no? If we get 5 or more persons, we start delivering the safety tax. So I don't want to miss this opportunity as the crowd is more there. So slightly I'll touch upon what happening in the oil industries. As you are all direct customer to us, including Madam and sirs. So we, the oil companies, actually we are the prime movers of the nation. So see, things are, it is different in our industries. Most of the people doesn't know about what happening in our industries. Actually, we are also in the country, if you want to have an LPG location or retail outlets, government will be thrown out of the city. You people are not safe to work in the city. You have to be in somewhere corner of the city. So people might not know what we are doing in the field, as we have connected directly to you that. So we are from LPG industries. I'll touch upon that mainly that we are having a 54 LPG bottling location to deliver the safe cylinders to you all. As we are having the brand Bharat Gas, you might have noted that cook food, serve love. That is the thing, our motto, that it's happening as well. It's, I believe that. So we have 3 refineries, that one is at Kochi, Mumbai and Bina. So these are the crude refining the process. And mostly if you take LPG, so we are getting imported of 50%. 50% only we could able to refine the product, and 50 we are getting imported. So in that way, nation is getting troubled. So how to manage the product during crisis time and all is really tough. Actually, people are not knowing really to get the LPG, we are struggling. As my boss is here, he knows better way that. So it should not have any interruption in that. So if we should have permanently, we should uniformly to distribute in that. So requesting you all that, so please do involve in the handling. You please talk to your dad, mom, and overall involved. So we need to handle the cylinders properly, safely, and we have our emergency contact number 1906. Though we know that LPG product is hazard one, this number may not be knowing to all. So please take a note on this. It is a 24/7, it is operated immediately by 15-20 minutes our LPG mechanic will come. They will get rectified on this. Still some more thing is there, I leave to my sir. I'll come to the thing. So dear students, you are all know part of a tradition of critical thinkers, thinking about innovation, creating new things. Not only that, you have to directly involve into the subject. Unless otherwise, if you know the technology thoroughly, you cannot extract anything. So as a brand, you are an engineer means it's a brand. So you have to extract yourself. You have to brand yourself. You have to, everybody is having talent. There is no doubt that. But you have to prove the talent. Unless otherwise, if you prove the talent, the society cannot accept you. So as madam, sir, everybody told, after 4 years, once you come out of the college, it is you have to show to the society you are a brand. So how to market yourself? So in that way, you have to plan and execution. So this where we are getting failure, mainly that everybody will plan. So I want to go for higher studies. I want to go for this engineering, that college, this college, 4 years will come. This is our plan. But execution part, most of the persons, most of the team, and most of the people, we are getting failed. So that way we need to motivate us ourselves. The execution part is very important. So there should not be any lapse in that. So this is one motivation part everybody should think. So as a student, if you are planning to score 90% or 85%, even 60%, please don't less than that. Don't plan less than that. So if you are planning at that, no, please execute that one. So don't get missed out of that. So in that way, you have to make it your plan and the execution part. So make it success in your life. So in your academic journey, no, please execute your planned things, stay curious, ask more questions, keep it connected with your faculties, be thankful to your parents, be positive, and eat healthy foods and do well. So that's all from our side. Yes, sir. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. So distribution of Bharat Petroleum is huge in terms of number. So how does Bharat Petroleum really focus on getting customer in every region of country?
Sorry, come again, I'm not getting it.
How does Bharat Petroleum really focus on the customer to get every region inside the country?
So that's what I've told. We are having around 3,500 networks, LPG networks as of now. So we do bottling and we do supply the cylinders to the distributor network. So we are directly connected to the customers through our distributor network. In that way, we are ensuring it. So through distributorship, we are conducting a number of safety awareness programs. Not only the marketing purpose, our prime thing is safety first and safety must. Yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Respected principal, head of the departments, and dignitaries, and beloved budding engineers. Is it correct? So maybe another 1 or 2 years you are going to become an engineer. So the engineer has to be really proud. Why I'm saying that engineer, he should be proud about the today's world. Any guess? Wild guess, no problem. No, silence is too dangerous, huh? You cannot be silent. See, today whatever we are seeing, you can say, whatever we are wondering, whatever we are seeing marvelous, all those things have been done by engineers. So for that, all of us needs a big clap. Be it a field of infrastructure, be it a field of energy, or even field of health sector, real estate. Without an engineering work, nothing you can see. So what all people have dreamed about, the engineer has visualized, not only visualized, he has produced and made the generation to see whatever we are seeing is a really marvelous things. And particularly as a young engineers, I would like to say about a lot of opportunities are available. I would like to quote a famous quote of Mr. Jack Ma. How many of you know Jack Ma? Oh, good. He's the founder of Alibaba. When he started off his work, nobody believed in the concept of delivering things. And nobody know, like, the investors came forward to get his idea. And he was telling in his one of his interview that KFC has rejected him to even appoint as a person, salesperson in his, in any one of the KFCs. So this man thought he can deliver from one place to the entire world whatever they want in a very, very, cheap price. And today is one of the, his company Alibaba is one of the biggest companies in the world. And he says, opportunities are plenty every day. There is, nobody can say that I don't have opportunity. He says there plenty of opportunities there. It is the individual to choose and grab it. It is with the individual. So when Madam started her speech, she was talking about time. And time is very important. Time is the one which will not wait for anyone, isn't it? We, if we go back to our age of 5 or 10, but we don't know the entire thing. But some important thing we remember. Right? If suppose somewhere you captured and you can see as a rewind, but not all the thing. So here the thing is, why time is very important. As an engineer, it's really very much important. Each engineer, if you take, there are so many engineers, you can give one work, assign one work, everybody can do that work. Absolutely, there is no doubt, everybody is having a knowledge, do work. And who stands alone? The person who does the work in time and the way the persons wanted, you can say customers wanted. And if the person is not able to do in time, this is the 5 months time, this product has to come. If 5 months time he is not able to produce that, then gone. The opportunity is lost. The last opportunity is lost forever. It won't come. So, as an engineer, we have to value our time very, very important, because the time one you cannot buy. Nobody can buy anybody's time. So, we may focus on many subjects, and as a engineers, you can pick up any one of your interesting subjects, and there you can really put all your effort, and you can really come up in a way that you wanted, because everybody will be having a dream. There were so many people who were telling, I want to work, I want to do a startup, I want to do kind of research. So I'll just ask few questions to you. Today, most of the people are using smartphone. I think everybody is having here, right? So you have a lithium-ion battery. That is like a kind of revolution. So for that, the contribution in the lithium-ion battery, there are 3 people got Nobel Prize in 2019. In that, there is one person, one of them was 97 years old. 97 years old when he got his Nobel Prize. His name is John B. Goodenough. So once he got that Nobel Prize, there's one interviewer is asking him, it's a big achievement for you. You have achieved. Even at the age of 97, we appreciate your work. Then the person is asking, would you like to take a break? Now somebody was telling, take a break. Don't take a break. The gentleman at the age of 97, he questioned the interviewer, you mean to say I have to be sitting idle in the house and counting for the days to die? No. I will spend my entire time, whatever is available, in the laboratory, keep researching, I'll die there. And finally, he died at the age of 90, that thing. So, the age is again not a constraint. Don't think that suppose if I fail at multiple time, I cannot come up. No. Every failure is the lesson and you can learn a lot. The person who makes more failure, today world we are seeing a lot of successful people, those are the people because they knew it, what will happen. So, we are from that energy background and we are dealing with LPG. And today the world is moving towards renewable energy. And each and every company is spending a lot on the renewable energy. And every company is, like people were asking, every company is spending in the artificial intelligence and the machine learning with all the software which they are using. It is driven based on artificial intelligence. And in the future, not only in India, entire world, there will be a huge employment opportunity in the energy sector. If anybody is interested in the energy sector, you can equip yourself towards that solar energy, wind energy, and hydrogen fuels. All those things are going to be your future. Because as you know, nowadays many of the EVs are coming and the companies are switching over, even particularly our companies are switching over into kind of battery and solar energy, hydrogen fuels. So we ourselves, we are into right now into fossil fuels. Now we have to also learn like you. It's a new field for us. So like Madam said, the learning is the one, it's never ending. The day you stop learning, gone. But every day, it is giving you a good opportunity for learning. I would like to quote the real incident of few things. Most of you know Google, isn't it? Who is the founder of Google? Larry Page, okay. So I'll talk small story about the Google. The Larry Page and the another guy who are, both are scholar. They found the what today we are having in our hand in all mobile as a Google. That platform they have made it, and they were trying to sell this one for $1 million in 1998. The person whom they approached is the Yahoo. Yahoo was that time was a big company. So Yahoo rejected that offer. So we don't, spend $1 million for that. Then again, after some time, in the year 2002, again Yahoo got an opportunity to buy this Google. That time the offer was $5 billion. You see, matter of 4 years, the man who was trying to sell for 1 million has become a 5 billion. And today it's worth $500 billion. Whereas This Yahoo is worth of still 40 billion. Imagine if the Yahoo would have purchased the Google, the fate of it. So always people say we need to think ahead of our time, what is going to be in the future, and we need to do on the future. So to know that whatever the current world, how we need to think that how the situation can evolve. So everything is continuously changing. I still remember when I joined Bharat Petroleum in the year 2000, people were talking in my company, all the seniors were talking, almost this business is saturated. I'm talking about 2000, business is saturated. Our company was that time only 50,000 crore company. Today, we are at 5,10,000 crore companies. More than 10 times we have grown. The people were telling it was saturated. No. So there is no saturation level for anything. If you feel that I have studied to this much, I don't need to study. No. Keep updating yourself. The person who updating himself or herself will have a value, that is their USP. So in today's world, to be competitive, whether it's the age of 60 or 40, 50, everybody should be at par and doing things very fast and quickly with style. That is very, very important. And the engineers they have proven in this world. What is the different quality every engineer having, when you compare with the other people? There's one unique quality will, come into engineers' way of thinking when you start studying. An engineer's brain always think for splitting up the work. Suppose if it looks big, it split for say yearly target is this much, split it to day or even hourly. So when you split, the things are too small to achieve. So everything is achievable. So we need to really plan and work. So 3 important things which every successful person should have. And I always feel engineers are successful person because we have plenty of opportunities. Whether it is a service industry, whether it is a manufacturing industry, whether it is a sales and marketing. There are plenty of opportunities are available for engineers. We need to equip ourselves and get the things done. So 3 C's, 3C, which is required for successful person, particularly engineers. Any guess? C, 3 C's. Whatever it is, any guess you can say. Okay. Anything? Okay. Anything? Next C. Next. Creativity. Next. Curiosity. Next. Come. Consistency. Okay. Yeah. Very much is required. Confidence. If you don't have a confidence in you, who else will have? If you not, then who will have? Correct, na? So, the 3 important C's that every successful person should have. One is the competency, which your education is giving. And I was discussing with principal and HOD mechatronics. You are having a sophisticated lab and lot of facilities, and they are encouraging you to innovate. And you can, when you think only, you will bring it. So the competency is very, very important. It is anybody can develop. When you have a competency, then you will have a confidence. So I know that I will do it. If I don't know, it is very difficult. I know the route of where, in your college, then I will go anywhere and come. If I don't know, I will not do. Then when these two things are there, only another C is required, that is commitment. If you are committed to any work and you are the successful person, you are the hero and you can achieve anything. And how many of you read lots of books? Reading books? Oh my God. Very less people are rising. So, reading in mobile, then many people will rise. So, read a lot of books. It gives you kind of confidence, because there are people who have written the books just like that they have not written. Based on their success story, they have written a lot of books. If somebody wants to become an entrepreneur, please, before you venture into, please read and prepare your homework and do it. So on this great occasion of Engineers Day, I would like to thank the KPR management for inviting us to interact with the future engineers of this country. It remembers me, it takes me to 24 years ago when I was doing in my engineering in NIT Trichy. We used to have a lot of interactions like this. We used to have symposiums, seminars, and our college used to invite that all alumni, they come and give their success story, sharing with the new students. And anybody wants to become anything, don't stop it, try. When you try, you can achieve anything. Don't stop anything. Failure is for learning. The things, when you have more failure, you will achieve anything. So as an engineer, the engineers are in the world continuously doing a lot of marvelous things. And I expect same marvelous thing from these young engineers. And we were discussing with your mechatronics HOD and the principal. We would like to work with some kind of robotics projects with you. And we have some projects we would like to work with you, with the young engineers. So all the very best. Do whatever you want, 100%, take it to the confident and do it. And the success is in your hand. Thank you very much.
So thank you for your insight, sir. I am sure, like, when you mentioned that engineers are everywhere, even our students will be a future part of it.
Yeah.
And also, I assure that we will be focusing on the 3 C's and the main time management.
Yeah.
So my question for you is, like, what technological advancements do you think will have the biggest impact on supply chain management of petroleum in future?
Now, petroleum, see, now we are moving a lot of automation, because though the industry is there for last 60, 75 years, still many of the things are, we are using a manual process. But now the automation is really chipping into each and every unit of ours. Like sir was telling, ours is, now we are controlling through a lot of instrumentation. And of course we are using artificial intelligence to take out all reports. There is it pushes message to each and everyone, because the monitoring what is the activities happening is very difficult for us, and particularly robotics. That is the field everybody will have a future, and our industry is looking into kind of instrumentation and the automation, particularly in the line of robotics and pneumatics. We are having more opportunities in that, and we are working in the line of converting all our bottling plants and the installation into completely automated plant, and the current trial is going in Bangalore bottling plant. Once that comes, our entire process will be automated. It is a control room controlled activities. Each and everything. Now, even to carry the cylinder also, we are working on with our kind of robo. Yeah.
So we are happy to know that all the Bharat Petroleum, that outlets will be automated soon. So thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for sharing those valuable insights with us. We'd also like to sincerely thank Mr. Tabraj and Mr. Akhilesh for distilling the key messages and outcome of the discussion. As we come to the end of this enlightening conclave, our intellectual and technical thirst has been well quenched. It's time to shift gears and celebrate our achievements with the valediction ceremony. We would like to request our beloved principal, Dr. Saravanan and Dr. Kriba Shankar, Director of IIPC, to embrace their seats on dais. As the saying goes, small cheer and great welcome make a merry feast. To kickstart, we are pleased to invite Dr. R. Kriba Shankar, Director of Industry Institute Partnership and HOD of Mechatronics Engineering, to warmly welcome everyone.
Good morning to one and all present here. Honorable dignitaries, esteemed guests, esteemed faculty members, and my dear students. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all for the Engineers Day 2024 celebration as the day where we honor and celebrate the incredible contribution of engineers and who have constantly been architects of the modern society and they delivers the innovations. On the occasion of birth of anniversary of one of the India's greatest engineer, Bharat Ratna Sir Mosaganda Visvesvaraya, whose legacy continues to inspire generation of engineers across the globe. We are truly privileged and honored to host this grand event, a conclave designed for the foster engineering innovation, sustainability, and career horizons. On the auspicious occasion, it is my honor to extend a warm welcome to the distinguished personality who have graced us with the presence of today. First and foremost, I would like to extend my special welcome Ms. Rajalakshmi Srinivasan, the Director of Product Management from Zoho Corporation. As a leader in the product management, innovation, and strategy, her insights into an ever-evolving world of technology will be invaluable to all of us. I welcome you, ma'am. A warm welcome to our Mr. Praveen Kumar, sir, Head of Operations, Industrial Automation, ABB Global Industries and Services. His expertise in industrial automation and the word forward, a rapidly changing the world of technology will add the great value to our conclave. I welcome you, sir. And we also be pleased to welcome Mr. S.K. Manikavasagam, Plant Manager of LPG from Bharat Petroleum Corporations, and Mr. Prabhakaran, and Territory Manager of LPG of Bharat Petroleum, his contribution in the energy domain and his role of shaping the future of sustainable energy and are highly anticipated during today's session. I welcome both of you, sir. Next, I would like to welcome our beloved principal, whose leadership and vision to continue to inspire all of us in the KPRIET family. I welcome you, Professor. In addition, I warmly welcome all the directors, heads of the departments, esteemed faculty members, and my fellow students who are present today underscores the importance of continuous learning and engagement with the industry. Today's conclave is an opportunity for all of us to learn from the best, engage in the thought-provoking discussion, and explore the future engineering in the areas ranging from the product innovation, automation, and energy management to growing the need of sustainable solutions. With that, I once again extend my warmest welcome to all of you, and I look forward to engaging with the enriching Engineers Day deliberation. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the warm greetings, sir. Now, it is time to honor our esteemed guests of the day. We would like to invite our beloved principal, Dr. Saravanan, to honor our guests. First, we'd like to call Ms. Rajalakshmi Srinivasan, Director, Product Management, Zoho Corporation Private Limited. Thank you, dignitaries. Moving on, it is indeed a great privilege for me to now invite Dr. D. Saravanan, the principal of KPRIET, to deliver the felicitation address.
Thank you very much. And good morning, Unundal. Sitting on the dais and adorning this beautiful hall. Today is an important day for all of us, and we are celebrating the eve of Engineers Day. And if you see the dais, I think when we were celebrating the conclave, it was beautiful. We have a representative from hardware, we have representative from software, and one person representing the automation. I think entire industry, spectrum of the industry, we happen to have on the dais addressing the future engineers sitting on either side of the dais. And that way, today we had wonderful personalities at KPRIET for this Engineers Day celebration. As the speakers rightly said, engineers don't get satisfied with their own work. If I do something today, I want to do better tomorrow, be it coding or construction or creating anything. Earlier, we used to say coding, then we had smart code, now we have low code and no code, and people are talking about core recycling. So that is a way we reinvent ourselves and move faster and better in our life. On the eve of Engineers Day, today morning, we received an announcement from IEEE USA. Our student G. Kumaran of final year chemical engineer has been selected as one of the top 18 contributors to IEEE CS Society. And he is going to receive $1,000 US. So if it is possible for one person to achieve this, we have 4,500 engineers in our campus. Imagine the kind of level that we can reach. As Mr. Prabhakar rightly said, don't take risks. Think faster and make our life better and beautiful. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Your kind words have truly elevated this occasion. Here we are making headway to the much-awaited prize distribution ceremony where we celebrate the incredible talents and hard work of our students. Let's begin by honoring those who have excelled in technical competitions and challenges organized in lieu of Engineers Day celebration. We have two dynamic clubs with us, the Creative and Cultural Club Sangamam and the Technical Powerhouse Ignitron. On that note, I would like to welcome Team Sangamam and Ignitron to take over the prize distribution ceremony.
So good morning, everyone. So I would like to welcome, on behalf of Team Sangamam, all the dignitaries to the KPR Institute of Engineering Technology for the Engineers Day celebration. And I am myself Rajesh Kumar. So I am the head of Sangamam, where Sangamam is a non-technical clubhouse of KPR Institute of Engineering and Technology, where we have 14 dynamic clubs, and we also enlighten all the events which is happening in our colleges. And we believe that in KPRIET, we not only nurture in academics as well as the technical excellence, but we also holistic approach will be focused towards the students. On behalf of Engineers Day, we have conducted various technical and non-technical events across the departments. So I am here excited to present the winners of all the non-technical events which happened for the past 5 days in KPRIET. First, I would like to introduce the prize winners of skit event, which is conducted by the Drama Club of KPRIET. The first prize skit goes to Chemical Engineering Department. So I would like to welcome the members of Chemical Engineering Department to the stage. The second prize goes to Department of, it's a combined department. We have Biomedical Department and AD Department. Please join on the stage soon. So next we have the winners of dance event. Solo goes to Manik of second year AIML. The second prize goes to Rishi Kumar of Biomedical Department. Next dual event, we have Nidhi Kotari of EEE Department, bags the first prize. Second prize we have Shruti and Varsha of CSBS. Next we have dance group event winners goes to AD Department and combine of EEE and CSE Department. So next we have nail art event conducted by Eco Club of KPRIET. The first prize goes to Divya Darshini of AD Department. Second prize goes to Ritika of IT Department. Next we have treasure hunt event. The first prize goes to Department of AAML. We have Ram Babu, Akash, Mithun and Shashna. Please join soon. The second prize backed by CSE Department, second year. Next we have photography event. The first prize goes to Kishore M of second year AML. We have Kishore here, photography winner. Next we have Saubar Nika of second year CSC. So next we have Film Club winner where reels contests were conducted. The first prize goes to Manish of AD Department. Second prize goes to Akhilesh of Mechatronics Department. So with the overall winner and runner, we have a rolling trophy here. We have winner in solo, And we have winner in treasure hunt, we have winner in photography, and also runner in reels contest. So the overall trophy under Sangamam non-technical clubhouse goes to Department of, any guesses? Department of? Okay, the rolling trophy goes to Department of AAML. So I would like to welcome department faculty members as well as the HOD Devi Priya ma'am to join on the stage. Congratulations all the winners. Thank you.
Now we would like to call Mr. Uday Kumar, Head of Ignitron, for the prize distribution ceremony.
So good morning to all. So I am Professor Uday Kumar, Head Ignitron Technical Clubhouse, holds 13 essential clubs in KPRIET. On behalf of Team Ignitron, I like to thank our principal, Dr. D. Saranan sir, our CE, Dr. A. M. Natarajan sir, and Professor Dr. Ganesh Kumar sir, and Professor Dr. Kriba Sanga sir, for the vision of Ignitron Trophy in Engineers Day celebration. Thank you, Professor. We conducted 7 essential technical events for the last 1 week for all the departments. We received huge response from all the departments. I take the moment to thank all the head of the departments and mentors for their support. It's a time to honor our event winners. Next. So totally we received 1,000+ participation for our event. It's a huge response for our Team Ignitron. So for aptitude, the runner-up, second year CSBS, Yodarshini and Vishnu Kartika. Winners, so winners for the aptitude event. So total participation for this event is 300+. The winners is third year Mechatronics, Janathan and Harish. Second event, group discussion. The runner-up, third year Mechatronics, Kavin. So winner, second year Tribly, Netra. So next event, quiz. The total participation for this event is 330. The runner-up, second year CSEC, Shrima Vaishali. The winner, third year CSCC, Sangami, Shobana. So next event pitch up, runner up, second year mechatronics, Vivek Pandit, Sumit Kumar. So winner for the pitch up event, chemical engineering, Rohit Kumar, Divet, Hashni, Vidula. Next event, hackathon, hardware, runner up, third year mechatronics, Akhilesh, Vijay, Harish, Gogul Krishnan, Jitesh. So winner for hackathon hardware, third year ECB, Udaya, Sanjay Shri, Shubhakarni, Vidyashri, Sanjayan, Sri Sundari. Hackathon software, runner-up, third year CSCC, Subhashni, Swati, Sweta, Snega Kritika, Swati R. The winner for Hackathon software, second year CSE, Naresh, Pranav, Kishore, Mohammad Sahil, Ramya, Mohana Prabha. Poster design, runner-up, second year AD, Kavan King, Prasanna Surya. Poster design winners, third year CSEA, Dikshika Jana. So auction, runner-up, third year BME, Hemant, Jagannathan, Tamil Maran, Sujit. The winner for the auction, third year Triple E, Jeffrey Vibin, Ashir Ahmed, Deepak. you. Actually, we allocated 30 points for runner-up department, 50 points for winning department. So in a cumulative, AD 30 points, BME 30 points, CSBS 30 points, Chemical 50 points, CSE AB 100 points, CSE CD 110 points, ECB 50 points, EEE 100 points. Ignitron Trophy for 2024-25 goes to Mechatronics, 140 points. The students from Mechatronics can join.
Best chess world war. God go banging on his door. Yep. Yeah.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Congratulations to all the winners. The awards and trophies symbolize your dedication and passion.
As we reach the closing moments, I would call upon Mr. Kavan of 3rd Mechatronics to propose the vote of thanks.
Good afternoon, everyone. It gives me immense pleasure to deliver a vote of thanks on this memorable occasion of Engineers Day Conclave 2024, Engineering Innovations, Sustainability and Career Horizons. On behalf of the organizing team, I would like to express my sincere thanks to our esteemed guest, Ms. Rajalakshmi Srinivasan, Director, Product Management, Zoho Corporation Private Limited, Chennai, Mr. Praveen Kumar, Head, India Operations Center, Industrial Automation, ABB Global Industries and Services Limited, Bangalore, Mr. Prabhakare, Territory Manager, LPG, and Mr. Manika Vasagam SK, Plant Manager, LPG, from Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited, for enlightening us with their insightful keynote addresses. Your experiences and expertise have truly broadened our perspectives and inspired all of us to strive for innovation and excellence. I place on record my thanks to our beloved chairman, Dr. KP Ramasamy, who is the wind behind our wings. A special thanks to our respected Chief Executive, Dr. A.M. Nadarajan, Principal, Dr. D. Saravanan, for providing us with an academic ambience and also encouraging all of us for our academic endeavors that help us to grow further. I would also extend my special thanks to Dr. R. Kirubashankar, Director, Industry Institute Partnership Cell, Head of Department, Department of Mechatronics Engineering, and Dr. D. Ganesh Kumar, Head Events, for their continuous guidance and support in organizing this event. Your leadership has always been a source of motivation for us. I would also like to thank the heads of the departments and members of faculties for their efforts in ensuring the smooth execution of today's program. Finally, I extend my gratitude to Technical Clubhouse Ignitron, Cultural Clubhouse Sangamam, branding team, and all of the students, staff members who worked tirelessly behind the scenes to make this day a grand success. Once again, thank you all for your presence and participation. Let's continue to innovate and contribute towards a sustainable future through engineering. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Kavan.
As we conclude this enriching conclave, let us carry forward the insights and values shared today, applying them in our endeavors to foster innovation and growth. To conclude on a note of unity and pride, I request everyone to rise for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Thank you, everyone. I request the students to please be seated.